Hey guys, welcome back to the Blade Bloodhound. Tonight we're going to talk about a cold steel Voyager pocket knife. And I found this one at a little thrift store. And anyway, let's get to it and I'll tell you all about it. All right, guys, I'm back with you. We're going to talk about this cold steel. It's a Voyager made in Japan lockback pocket knife. Now, this one is a large knife. I told you I like large knives, but this one has a pretty cool story with it. We'll zoom out here. This one has a thumb stud there. Click it out. The blade is actually I love the blade, the length and the way it's cut. You can see the swedge here, goes down here. Very, very sharp knife. The old cold steel. And then on the back is the Voyager, made in Japan. This is actually one of the older cold steel knives, and it's pretty collectible. I like too that the pocket clip is made on there. As you can tell, it's like a molded plastic, but it's also, built onto the knife. And one reason I like that, which I'll tell you a crazy story, is I had a knife one day with a metal clip on it, and I have an old Mustang, a 65 Mustang in the garage, and like most men, I have it full, and you go in there, you're really having to move stuff around and slide past things. And I had a pocket knife in my pocket, had a metal clip here, and sure enough, I walked right beside the Mustang and just took a little piece of paint off. But I remembered that, so I won't make that mistake again. So I kind of like the plastic ones. I know they break off eventually if you're not careful. Something could happen, but you're not going to be keying your car either. So on this knife, as you can tell, it's a very large knife. It is a lockback. That's the blade here. It's actually got the half stop is actually, well, yeah, it does have kind of a good locking half, but it's a good sized knife. I like it. I like the way it feels. It's got the probably molded handle. I don't know what it's made of exactly, so I can't give you a big detail on that. It's got a nice lanyard hole. I don't have anything in this one. I carried this one for a while, and one of the guys that I didn't run around with, but I would see all the time at the flea market, he was a knife nut and he loved cold steel, so I could not wait to run into him and show him this one. Luckily I had it in my pocket and ran into him, talked about it. But I was at a thrift store, and a guy, I said, y'all got any pocket knives? I've been looking around, and he has a bucket full of junk. I mean, these knives were nothing. He says, yeah, there's a bunch of junk knives in there. Well, this cold steel was in there. And you might want to, you can go on eBay and see what the price are going for the older Voyagers. That's how you look it up if you want to look it up. But anyway, he said, I've got a bunch of knives in there. There was nothing in there worth a flip. Well, anyway, I start looking in there, and he goes, I said, well, what about this one? I pulled it out. He buys a lot of stuff in storage units. They'll buy storage units, they'll clean them out. They'll, sell whatever's in the storage unit. So he said, well, let me look at that one. He looked at it, he goes, oh, that's just an old Japanese knife. He said, so I'm not really interested in it. So I said, well, I kind of like it. What you got on it? So I think I paid $6 for this. So when I ran into my buddy and told him about it, of course, the first thing he said was, you want to sell it? But, I didn't. I said, nope, I think I'll hang on to it. But it's a very, very cool knife. Very sharp, very big. Fits good in your, you can clip this little clip on your pants. Does well on it, and most importantly, it will not damage paint on a car if you walk too close to it. But anyway, that was just a one-time thing. So if that's the worst thing that ever happens, I guess I'll be all right. Again, though, I noticed a lot of people liked the cold steel video I did on the Tylite. So obviously there's a lot of cold steel people out there that like these. And I have more that I'll show later on. We're just gonna take them one at a time. We're gonna take our time. Eventually I will get to some more budget-friendly knives as well, because I know not everybody wants to go out and spend a bunch of money on a knife, which I didn't spend a lot of money on this one, but you can get a lot of good knives too at good prices, and hopefully in the future videos I'm gonna start those as well. But hey guys, again, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and see you next time.